welcome to my channel. Today we're making black pepper chicken and edamame fried rice. So when I moved to the South, the Chinese food was a little lackluster. It's not like New York, New Jersey Chinese food. It's cheap, it's delicious, you could get it, you can have a little buffet of Chinese food. Here, I don't know, it's expensive. It's good, but not what I'm used to. So what I like to do is cook my own Chinese food. Now, this recipe is adapted from Omnivore's cookbook. She's absolutely fabulous. Her recipes take Chinese takeout to a whole different level. You can control your ingredients. You can make them healthier because you don't know, when you go out, you do not know what they're putting in your food. At least when you're doing it at home, you know what you're putting in your food. So I try to have healthy ingredients. You will need 1 pound of chicken breast sliced, 1 tablespoon of organic tamari, 1 tablespoon of Shaoxing wine, 1 tablespoon of organic cornstarch. For the sauce, a half a cup of organic chicken broth, 4 tablespoons of organic tamari, 2 tablespoons of Shaoxing wine, 1 tablespoon of organic cornstarch, 1.5 tablespoons of organic cane sugar, 2 teaspoons of black pepper, and 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. And for the stir fry, 2 tablespoons of peanut oil, but you could sub avocado, 1 tablespoon of organic ginger minced, 4 cloves of garlic minced, a half a white or yellow onion sliced, and 2 organic bell peppers sliced. So I cut up my chicken, and then I also have my stuff for the black pepper chicken. I have stuff for my edamame fried rice, and I will post everything on my blog, the recipes and whatnot, and links to the original recipe, because I don't want to steal anybody's recipes. I just want to celebrate them because they're really good. I have my pound of chicken here that I cut up. I sliced it against the grain, and then I cut it into 1/4-inch slices. And then I'm going to add some tamari, a tablespoon of that. I always like to be a little generous. Woo! I'm making the noise here. And a tablespoon of Chinese cooking wine. Oop, a little too much there. That's all right. It's all good. And then we also do a tablespoon of cornstarch. And remember to use organic cornstarch, because if it's not organic, it's sprayed with that nasty chemical, glyphosate. I have a tablespoon of cornstarch that I just added. And I'm just going to mix it up to make sure everything is coated. And I'm going to marinate it for about 15 minutes. And then I'll prepare my other ingredients. When I was growing up, my mother didn't like Chinese food, so we never had it. It was like spare ribs and fried rice, and that wasn't until later. And then as an adult, we all love Chinese food. So definitely give this website a try and give this recipe a try. It's a quick weeknight meal that you could prepare. You could serve it with the edamame fried rice that I'm gonna make, or you could just do it over plain white rice, some maybe Asian cucumber salad, anything will work. For the black pepper chicken, I have an onion. I have a red and green bell pepper, but I really don't because I didn't have it. So I used a jalapeno, which is gonna like send me through the roof, I'm sure. But, you know, when in doubt and you don't have your stuff, modify. And then you have some ginger and some garlic. So I did a lot of prep and I cut up all my vegetables and everything ready to go. I made my own brown rice, but another way that you could do it, which is quicker, is you get some brown rice from Chinese food restaurant, from the Chinese restaurant, and use that, or if you have any leftover, you could use it. It makes it really easy. For the edamame fried rice, I have an onion, green onion, some shredded carrots, garlic, and of course, edamame. I mixed the sauce ingredients. You had your chicken broth, some tamari, sugar, black pepper, salt, cornstarch, which I'm going to put in right now. Now I just added my cornstarch, but did I say that there's also Chinese cooking one in here? I'll post the recipe on my blog so that you guys could try it out. It's absolutely delicious. And that's ready to go. Now I'm gonna brown my chicken in a pan and then set it aside. So I'm gonna heat up my pan and add some oil. I think I'm gonna use a little peanut oil. Now I don't normally use peanut oil, only sometimes for Chinese food, but I'm gonna add some in here. If you do not wanna use peanut oil, avocado oil is more than sufficient. So I'm gonna put, ooh. I had it in the fridge, so it's a little solid, which I guess that means that there's oil in there. All right, so I'm gonna do that, and that's not enough. So what I'm gonna do is grab some avocado oil over here and stick that in, because I don't have time to wait for that to thaw. And I will brown up my chicken, but first I want it to get nice and warm. And then what I'll do is I'll do that and set it aside, and I'll start with the next steps. So I'm doing these in batches. It's not going to take long. You don't want to cook them all the way through. Just make it a little brown and then pink. And then I'll be back when everything's done and I'll go on to the next step. I'm working on the second batch and it smells really good. I'll just let this brown for a few minutes. So I finished my chicken and now I am going to start on my edamame fried rice and then revisit the chicken. I put my apron on because I was splattering all over the place. I hate that. My stove will be dirty, but I don't want to be. So let's see. So I have 3 eggs. It's supposed to be 2 eggs and 1 egg white, but I hate wasting a yolk. So I'm going to do all 3 and I'm going to break them in and whisk everything in. Now what I like to do is put a paper towel underneath where I'm doing this because I hate a mess on the counter. It drives me crazy. So I just put a little paper towel and it's in a cup. And I have my little discard here. So I'm gonna do all 3. Woo-hoo-hoo, I made a mess, but that is nothing new. As long as I don't get eggshells in here. Ooh, that looks a little funny looking. What is that? I think I gotta take that out. Give me a sec, I'll whisk them up. I gotta take whatever this little thing is in here. So I'm adding a little salt and pepper. And I won't notice if I didn't get anything out of there. I'm running out of salt, I gotta buy some. Oh, too much, hello. Just a little pinch. And I'm gonna whisk that on up. And I'm gonna get a pan nice and hot and cook them up and remove them. I'm gonna heat my pan nice and high. And I'm gonna grab a spatula because I want to do my eggs. I'm gonna use, since I'm having no luck with the peanut oil, I'm going to use some avocado oil and get that nice and hot. You could also use cooking spray if you don't want to do this. And then I'm going to whisk up my eggs and then set them aside. Okay, let's add the eggs and cook those. You could do this in a wok. I just like my Le Creuset. And I don't like to use this because it's metal, but I don't want to use wood because wooden eggs kind of just, what was that noise? That was a weird noise. Wooden eggs just doesn't do it for me. So I'm just going very gentle, being sure not to scrape up any of my pan. And then we'll set them aside and start the other ingredients. My eggs are coming along, they're scrambling. It's not sticking too much because I didn't use a non-stick pan because I have an issue with non-stick pans, although I have one over there. There's certain things I can't totally give up. All right, let's take these out and put them on the side. So hindsight is 2020. I used the same pan for the eggs, but I actually don't really care at this point. So I'm going to add the onions and the green onions, but the white parts only, because I'm going to use the green onions as a garnish. There's some white parts. I stuck a few greens in there. Okay, then we got our carrots and our garlic. And there I go using my hands again. You know, I have a perfectly good wooden spoon over here, but God forbid I should do that. Okay. So I'm going to cook this up. And pray the bottom, nah, it's coming off. It's good. It's all in there. It'll all work out. So I'm going to put in, my brown rice that I already cooked. You could use leftover, whatever you need, about 3 cups. So I'm just going to put it all in. Because otherwise stuff goes to waste around here if I don't use it. And I'm just going to heat it through a little bit. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of tamari because I prefer tamari to soy sauce. I really do not like soy sauce. This is fermented and it's organic. And then I'm going to add the cooked egg that I just cooked back to it. And let's not forget our edamame, which is frozen, so it needs to defrost a little bit in there. Oh, it's really stuck together. And one more thing before this cooks up are green onions. So I'm going to place a cover on it. It's always hard when you're making multiple dishes that need attention. Both of them need attention constantly. It's like, you know, you have to really manage your time wisely. Like for holidays, what I do is everything's on a schedule. I write it down. I put timers on my phone. I use Alexa because I don't want her to hear me, so I'm whispering. And then I'm going to put a cover on this. This will warm up a little bit. And right before I'm ready to go, I'll heat it up a little bit. I'm going to finish the chicken. I just finished my edamame fried rice, and now I'm going to finish my chicken, and then we'll be ready to eat. So what I'm going to do is get all the ingredients going, and I'll take you over here. I have some oil heating up in the pan, and I'm going to add my rice ingredients. I'm sorry, my chicken ingredients. I have my oil heated in the pan. It's heating, and then I'm going to add my chicken ingredients. So we're going to do the ginger and the garlic. Let me use this instead of my fingers. Give it a quick stir. Ginger and garlic. Got some chicken on it. Normally I would use a wok or a bigger pot, but I don't know. I wasn't feeling it today. I'm just picking up the stuck on stuff. Now I'm going to add the rest of the ingredients. Now remember, you're supposed to be using bell peppers. I am not. So we'll see how this comes out. Hopefully the rice will be a nice buffer for the heat. But let's cook this a little bit and see where we are. So my eyes are on fire because of my choice of peppers. Maybe some other things will be on fire later. Hopefully not. We'll see. And I'm going to add the sauce. I'm going to give it a good stir to make sure that the cornstarch that I put in there is dissolved. And then I'll add the chicken back. Here we go. There's the sauce. The cornstarch is going to allow it to create a thickening to it. Once it gets a little thick, you could add back your cooked chicken and coat everything really well. It's thickened up a little bit. You can see when I move it. Can you see it? Yeah, I think so. All right, I'm going to put the chicken in and its juices and stir to coat everything real good. Give the chicken a quick coat of everything. Now, when this is done, I'm going to put it in a big plate, or maybe I won't today because I don't feel like it, but it's best to put it in a plate so it stops cooking, but we'll see. Do I want to dirty another plate? It's been pretty easy. There's not been too many dishes, but of course enough as usual. Don't forget to taste as you go and adjust the seasonings accordingly. So we're gonna plate it up. It looks amazing. And let's see what we got. So it looks really, really good. Just warming up. The sauce is nicely coated. I can't wait to eat it. And the fried rice looks amazing. I'm going to test out one of my edamame to make sure that it's not frozen anymore and everything's cooked up. This looks amazing. I plated it up. We got your edamame fried rice. and your black pepper chicken, and let's give it a taste. Really good. Flavors are there. I can't wait to enjoy this sitting down after I clean up. No, I'm gonna eat before I clean up, I think. But anyway, thanks for watching my channel. This is Jacq from Jersey. Please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you could be notified when I make a new video. Also follow me on Instagram. I have 2 accounts, Jacq from Jersey and Jack's Rocks. I will put them in the blog. Please head over to my blog, Jacq from Jersey, JACQ, for the complete recipe. I hope you enjoyed today. I'm gonna take one more bite. And the jalapenos aren't too hot, so that's good. So let's take off my apron. There we go. In any case, have a blessed day. Have a great day. Enjoy, and thanks for watching. I'm Jacq from Jersey.